Morning, guys. Welcome to Coffee Chat. Wow, it is a beautiful morning out here, to be sure. Just smells great, feels great, awesome. Well, guys, hey, first of all, what do you think of my big pink coffee cup here? It says kind, beautiful, and capable of big things. It actually belongs to one of our daughters, and Judy and I have four daughters and two sons. And I really love it. I have had many mentors in my life, but I'll tell you what, some of my very best mentors have all been women. And I truly appreciate that they're as capable as any of us in accomplishing big things, no doubt. I'll tell you what, they can go through a whole lot more grievous stuff than what most of us men can, I think, anyway. Well, guys, it is just crazy. The world is really a dangerous place, if you ask me. Reading an article on zero-click phone attacks, and this one has to do with both iPhones and Android phones. And of course, in this space, security is absolutely paramount. You have got to really be vigilant with your security. And speaking of that, the guy is still building his pool next door, so if it gets a little noisy, we'll just have to kind of deal with it. But getting back, security is a big issue. Now, in this article, it was talking about how this company called NSO Group, who the governments around the world have employed, has this kind of technology where you don't have to interact with anything, click a link or nothing. They just send an iMessage to your phone, or if it's Android, WhatsApp, and the phone does it all, and it installs this malicious spyware on your phone where they can monitor your phone calls, text messages, and on and on. And apparently this is being used by, governments around the world, and a lot of folks don't even know that it's on their phone. And it is just crazy. I mean, I know we're living in a, state monitored society as is. Almost everything that we do online is monitored or tracked. And I get that. I used to be a government employee, and it is truly unfathomable the amount of data that is stored on people. But you know what's amazing, even more amazing? It's not governments that store most of it. It is private companies out there that collect your data and profit on it and build a data profile on you that's traded among all kinds of organizations around the world. But in our space, one of the big deals, of course, is protecting ourselves from all these various phishing scams and whatever. And guys, I'm just going to come out and say, you need to really put this at the top of your list. I see folks, and I understand it, I get the sentiment. You want to say, hey, I'm achieving my goals and what. But when you put the amount of tokens that you hold in the comments and things like that, I understand the reason for it, and I get that hey, you're just saying, hey, I'm making it, and I've done that myself, but I learned a lesson too in that way. It can put you in a very vulnerable situation because there are bad actors out there who are looking for targets. I mean, look at all these WhatsApp comments that are using, my avatar on them and saying, "Oh, chat me up, give me a call, and I've got something bigger to present to you." That guy, number one, guys, that's not me, and I think most of you know that. But needless to say, they are out there and doing whatever they can to get people to buy in to whatever it is they're selling, and they're there to rob you. Now, I have a very good friend of mine who had a significant VeChain bag, and in his situation, he was trying to establish a node so that he could earn greater VTHO rewards, and was having a little bit of difficulty doing it. He had reached out to me, but I happened to not be available, and I was doing some other things. And so he went on to Telegram. I believe it was Telegram. And someone on there said, "Oh, yeah, I can help you with that. Go to this website." He went to the website, and was, just being very trusting. And he's such a great guy that he would trust. And what happened? They wiped him out. They stole 4 million vet tokens from this guy. And that is absolutely insane, but it happened and it really did affect them. And so, what I'm saying there is anybody, and this is a very brilliant, intelligent guy, but anybody can be duped by these people. And so, I would just say, you know, be vigilant, protect your information constantly, using your 2FA and all that kind of stuff, and refresh your phone every now and then. you know um, Cycle through it, get rid of apps you're not using or don't really care about. And when you do put apps on there, be very conscientious about what the service agreement really says. How much information are you actually forfeiting to have the convenience of a calculator that can, have like different colors? I mean, it's just, obviously that's not, but I'm just saying, think about that. That's important. Now, moving on from there, I wanted to talk a little bit about, I've tallied up the votes, and so the 10 a.m. crowd has won it by one vote. Really, it was between 10 a.m. or 3 p.m. to do the live stream, and the 10 a.m. guys won it by one vote. Now, if you want, for those of you who are interested, go back and look at the comments, add them up yourself, but the way I added them up, it came out that you had, I think, about 13 people had put in their 2 cents to vote on that. And, we got 6 of them that wanted the 3 p.m. and 7 of them that came out and wanted the 10 a.m. So we're going to do it at 10 a.m. But hey, it's not going to be the last one. And there will be opportunities where the next one that we do, I'm going to do it a little bit later in the afternoon. Down the road, the next one we do, I'll do a little bit later so that everyone can participate, because I really do appreciate you all. And you just don't know how much. It really does move me when I see the interaction that is going on amongst the various people leaving comments, and not just with me, but with one another. It is really, really great. And by the way, I love it when I get, opposing comments and people actually take the time to put their rationale out there for why they don't necessarily agree with what I've presented or the view I had. I think that's fabulous. We got to get back to that, guys. We've got to get back to really constructive thinking and great debate, because with all this shaming and blaming that's gone on for the last number of years, we've gotten away from really critical thinking and genuine, honest debate with one another. And now it's all about just ripping the tar out of each other if you totally disagree, or try to put them down or make them look like idiots or da-da-da-da-da. Look, we don't have to be agreed with in order to have a debate and a discussion. That's what, this liberty is really all about. That freedom of speech and how much we value it. It's the ability to go out there and say, look, I believe this because. And that is absolutely not just okay, but should be definitely supported. And it's a right, at least in the United States, in this country, you have the right to share your view. But it seems like other people have the right to try to make you look like an absolute retard. Well, to me, that's just such a childish way of kind of dealing with an opposite opinion. Because, hey, you get out there and you might even win over your own adversary with the right argument. And that's the benefit of debate. Now, hey, a lot of people are coming up these days. I mean, they don't even, they don't even know how to identify themselves, let alone have a debate. So that right there is a very difficult thing for me to kind of grasp. And, I've kind of been down that road, and, it's tough, because I think that, hey, look, if you can't have dialogue, then, there's no way to build any kind of a relationship. And I have great respect for people in my life, and have great relationships with people in my life that literally do not agree with almost everything that I say. And yet we are civil, we're kind, we know how to be considerate to one another. And those are the things, those are the attributes you want to emulate. And I actually feel safe in the company of folks like that, rather than ones that are really disingenuous and you don't know what side of the aisle they stand on. Those are the guys that make me a little nervous. Anyway. Well, guys, I sure hope you have a great rest of your day. We're going to be winding up our week-long spree of XRP, and I have got a good one planned for us later on this afternoon. And really, really hope that you're going to enjoy it. And until then, I hope you have an awesome day. And we'll be seeing you tomorrow on our first live stream to celebrate that 5,000 sub milestone and give me the opportunity to really thank you for being a part of that. All right, take care.